All right. Hello. This is LP of the LP Dimension. This is my entry video and my first video ever for the Planter Garden TV Herb Garden Challenge 2024. Hashtag Planter HGC 2024. I was inspired and motivated by this challenge to go ahead and use it as a jumping off point for my YouTube channel. That feels crazy to say. Anyways, I already made this video and I'm struggling with technology, or technology is struggling by itself. I don't know, but it's not going well, and the deadline is approaching. You need to have your entry video with the 10 different herbs that you've chosen in before midnight on March 1st. So I'm going to have to make another video, which is what I'm doing right now. Anyways, first I want to say a little disclaimer. Thanks to G Mama for the idea. I am not a doctor or herbalist or nutritionist. I am an amateur gardener. I'm making decisions for myself based on me and my situation. Herbs are medicine and should not be used without first consulting a medical professional. They should not be used daily or in large amounts. They can interact and/or interfere with medications and/or treatments and/or medical conditions. This information is not meant to provide any herbal, medical, or nutritional advice. The use of these herbs or anything I say or do is done so at your own risk, and I am not responsible or liable for your actions or behaviors. Okay, sweet. Awesome. I did this grand old thing where I went down the rules as I found them published on G Mama's community page, but that's just not going to work out. So this is my first video. The challenge ends on June 25th, and you are to publish a video with your updates and highlight your growths and challenges and techniques on the 5th and 25th of each month. Use the hashtag PlanterHGC2024 and tag at PGTV101. That is Planter Garden. He is the creator, originator, founder, host of this challenge. He is a very smart, very knowledgeable gardener who gardens by the ways of nature. Go check him out. He seriously grows 7-foot tall pepper trees, and he's a unique and cool guy, and I'm so grateful for the opportunity for this challenge. So thank you, Planter Garden, and thank you to everyone else participating and sharing your knowledge and your time and your experiences. Okay, so like I said, so at this point I've already planted all my seeds, and the numbers show the number of seeds that I planted. There are a couple that the seeds were so dang tiny that you like Roman chamomile and bee balm, very tiny. There's more than that number of seeds, but and those are empty to be used for the future. But okay, all right, stevia rebaudiana. I have grown this successfully once before. I'm intrigued by the fact that eating a leaf, it really is sweet. And that's why I want to grow it again, even though I don't really like the taste because I associate it with fake sugar. But the crazy part is that fake sugar is based on this. And in fact, the stevia that you taste is manufactured from extracts of the leaves, and the FDA does not approve of the leaf itself, but the extracts. Stevia is of the daisy family, and the flowers are typically trimmed to improve the flavor of the leaf. This is also known as candy leaf, sweet leaf, and sugar leaf. It is native to Brazil and Paraguay. And it is said to be 200 to 300 times the sweetness of sugar. Okay, so I have 4 stevia seeds. Next is Italian dandelion. I've grown this. I'm currently growing it in my arrow garden. I've grown it in my perennial garden where I'll grow it again. The leaves are rather bitter, especially when they get bigger and after it sets a flower, but it's good for you, and it's a nice addition to things that you add greens to. Italian dandelion is not actually a true dandelion at all. In fact, Italian dandelion is also common chicory. Yes, Italian dandelion is chicory. This is chicory. The flower is also edible. It grows in a more upright and woody habit than true dandelion, Cicorium intybus. And it's also known as blue sailor's coffee weed, cornflower, common chicory, or succory. And survives in zone 3 to 9. And while it is native to Europe, Central Russia, and Western Asia, it has now become naturalized over much of North America. And this is another one that I believe can be grown in part shade, which is great for me. So I sowed 4 Italian dandelion seeds. Mammoth basil. I have never grown this before, but I absolutely love basils. I sowed 4 seeds of mammoth basil, and mammoth basil, Ocimum basilicum. Basil is of the mint family, Lamiaceae. This is a lettuce leaf variety from Italy. It is said to have a stronger flavor than Genovese basil. Also, basil may help managing diabetes, help with digestion, and has some detoxifying properties as well as the ability to fight inflammation. Love me some basil. Okay, next is winter savory. I have grown this. It may have survived the winter. It was looking pretty bad before winter. It is a perennial, unlike its relative summer savory. This winter savory is Saturesia montana, if you say it like that. It is used medicinally, and culinarily, and decoratively. It is used to flavor meats, fish, salads, soups, stews, and it is well known for its benefits to the whole digestive system. It has a low-growing shrubby habit. It's also apparently a good companion plant for onions and beans. So I have sowed 4 seeds of winter savory. Next is lemongrass. I attempted to grow lemongrass last year, and it did not go well. Lemongrass, this variety is Cymbopogon flexuosus. This is East Indian lemongrass. There are over 100 species of lemongrass. This is also known as cochin grass or Malabar grass. It's related to citronella grass. Native to Cambodia, Vietnam, Laos, Sri Lanka, Burma, and Thailand. It can be used to help with stomach pain, dandruff, high cholesterol, and thrush, among other things, because people use it not just in foods, but soups, curries, salads, tea, cocktails. So I guess the more common variety is Cymbopogon citratus, that is the one that's most commonly used. And I sowed 4 lemongrass seeds. Okay, red shiso. I've never grown this before. Perilla frutescens, or Perea frutescens. This is also a member of the mint family, Lamiaceae. It can be consumed raw or cooked like spinach. It's rich in calcium and iron and used in Chinese medicine to treat asthma, colds, flus, and other respiratory ailments. That is according to the Medical University of South Carolina. Yeah, so I have sown 8 seeds of that. Next is edible chrysanthemum, shungiku. Shungiku is another member of the daisy Asteraceae family. This is a Japanese name. It is also known as garland chrysanthemum or chop suey greens. The scientific name is Glebionus coronaria. It is eaten. The leaves are eaten raw or cooked. It has a high nutritional content. It's high in beta carotene. It is a native Mediterranean plant. It's used in soups, stews, as a garnish, to flavor hot pots. It's used in salads or as a side dish. The flower petals are also edible. Mine never reached flowering. I sowed way more seeds than I grew plants, but I do actually really enjoy the taste of this. Next, my 7th choice is a common one, but not one that I've grown. Roman chamomile. They have it as Anthemis nobilis, but it also goes by the scientific name Chamomillum nobile. It's also known as garden chamomile, English chamomile, low chamomile, and ground apple, another member of the daisy family, Asteraceae. Chamomile has been found to reduce stress and promote sleep. It's used in teas or aromatherapy, and this is different than German chamomile. Okay. Saltwort. I've never grown this before. Salsola komarovii. Also known as beechwort. It is a Japanese culinary herb and green. It is native to China, Japan, Korea, East Russia. It's used in salads, sushi, side dishes. It's also can be grown as microgreens. Per the site advice from the herb lady, it's a good source of vitamin A, iron, potassium, and calcium. Can be blanched, steamed, or sautéed. The Japanese use the juice from it, or juice it for a diuretic. And it can also be grown thickly, or crowded. You don't have to thin it. So I went ahead and sowed 18 seeds. Okay. Last but not least, another common plant among gardeners is bee balm, also known as wild bergamot, Monarda fistulosa. I have grown spotted bee balm before, which is a very interesting looking flower. I think last year was the 2nd year that I grew that. I've not grown this one, and I am growing it because it is said to be excellent for the bees. It is also a native. This is also known as horsemint. It is a favorite of butterflies and bees and hummingbirds. It's native to North America, and according to Prairie Moon Nursery, it is often cited for historical medicinal applications by indigenous peoples, which include poultices for boils and lacerations, tea infusions for headaches, indigestion, and colds and flus. And I sowed, I say 12 seeds, but it was more than 12 because they're very small. Okay. Oh, something I missed about chamomile, just to give an example about herbs and interacting and why you need to be careful before you start using them, is that according to Merck Manual, chamomile may interfere with hormone replacement therapy, estrogen-containing oral contraceptives, and tamoxifen. It may also increase the effects of drugs that prevent blood clots and increase the effects of sedatives, and it may also decrease the absorption of iron supplements. So I wanted to read that to, again, just kind of to give an example of like, hey, be aware. Simply put, herbs are medicine. So before you start taking a medicine, you want to do your research, right? And do what's best for you in your situation. Don't listen to anyone else. Refer back to my disclaimer at the beginning. Okay. This video is now at 15 minutes. The previous one got up to an hour because I sowed my seeds and I talked to you guys and blah, 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 blah. And I slowly read and carefully read all these things. But like I said, I'm almost out of time, and it's just fun stuff. So anyways, hopefully I made a good impression, my first impression. But thank you guys so much for taking the time to visit my channel and watch my video, my first video. If you like this video, please hit the thumbs up. It's really weird to be saying that because I've always been on the other side of listening. But I really do appreciate you guys and your time. And if you like my content and you want to know how these grow, among other things, because I'm sure I will share other things like what else I grow here. But these are what's for the Planter Herb Garden 2024 challenge. These are my 10 herbs. Yeah, so if you like what you see and you want to see more, or maybe you're like, I don't know, but I'll give her a chance maybe next time. Anyways, please hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the bell for notifications. And yeah, I really appreciate your time. Thanks for visiting the LP Dimension. I will see you guys around, and best of luck to all of you. Even if you don't make it before midnight, I'm saying this to myself. I should have like a mirror in front of me. You can't enter the challenge because you have to follow the rules, right? So you don't get your video uploaded before midnight on March 1st. You can still do the challenge. You can still follow along and watch everyone's videos and follow the hashtag, and we're all going to cheer each other on. You can still follow along and grow your herbs and just learn. I mean, this is an amazing opportunity to learn. A lot of these I haven't grown before. Most of them I've grown with minimal success, and I can't wait to learn from others. I saw G Mama's video earlier. G Mama grows hard in the garden, and she's growing some really cool herbs, and she's a really cool person. So that's the only one I've seen so far. But just saying, like, this is pretty awesome, and I encourage you to follow along in whatever way you're inspired. I was inspired and motivated, and here I'm still blah, 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 when I was supposed to be saying bye for now, and thank you so much for your time, your consideration, your thoughts, all the good stuff.